I came to Portsmouth originally because I saw the potential and the ambition of the city. You don't have to look very far to see 25-storey towers. We've got Spinnaker, we've got Ben Ainslie Racing right here, and now we have the opportunity to come in and do some really special, large things that will change the way people live their lives. So first of all, before we get on to the council and Tipner and all good things like that, I just thought I'd say a couple of things about why we are here, as in this particular building. So for everyone who doesn't know, this is the Ben Ainslie Racing INEOS headquarters. Somewhere in the depths of this building here is Britain's bid for the America's Cup. So this is really a beacon for innovation, technology and leisure. The expression I'm going to keep using today is about doing things differently. And they have definitely done things differently. So aside from the beautiful views from us, Portsmouth are super proud to have this building, and not just because we beat Southampton to the punch of having them here. I head up a team called Strategic Development. I think there's quite a few of you guys here. Can you just wave if you're strategic developments mob? So we went from a team of 6, and I'm delighted to say that yesterday I think we just made an offer for our 19th member of staff. We represent the council as property developers, and we are doing things differently. I'm taking my private sector experience, my enthusiasm and my passion to add value, and the team very gratefully, I'm very grateful, they're all coming along with me. To show you what we're doing differently, the team's split into a few different parts. So we've got development regeneration, and we also have PMO and BIM, and we have our own comms team so that we can really sort of nail development and regeneration. We're working on large, complex development portfolios. However, the reason all you lovely people are in the room is we are well aware that we can't do everything that we want to on our own. And we really want to listen to you guys. We want to know how to engage you. We want you guys to come and talk to us where you've got great ideas. And we want this to be a collaborative experience, not just on Tipner. So I shall whiz us through some other projects. The one thing that I've noticed since being here is it's a really, really diverse place, and it historically has been diverse. So I'll talk a bit about cultural-led regeneration, which is sort of the lifeblood of what we do. Just sort of looking around Portsmouth, we punch well above our weights in so many different ways, and I just don't feel that we shout about it, which is just, it's a bit of a shame, but it gives me an awesome opportunity to capitalise on other people's hard work. So the common that you can see out there, that's where Victorious is held. It's also where the D-Day celebrations were held. At the D-Day Museum, we also have the Mary Rose Museum, D-Day Experience. And we really understand events and the importance behind them, which is great when we start looking at things like redeveloping high streets and making sure that it's events and experience-based and not retail. Our vision. So, like most councils, we've got a target for homes. Our target is 18,000 homes over the next 20-odd years. It's a big target. It's the same as some considerably larger authorities. So, looking at where we are and knowing that we are the second most densely populated city outside of central London, we have to make some really careful decisions about how we add these homes. Now, we have an option, really, of going up or out. That's pretty much it. We are an island, and we have a little bit above the island too. But so we've got to make really responsible decisions, and the decisions can't just be about where the homes go, but it's where the public realm goes. How do we encourage communities to exist and work together? I can't see Ian, but I know Delancey are in the room somewhere. Ah, there you are. Hi, Delancey. City centre regeneration splits into 3 sections. We're looking at the transport links, what we can do to promote people into public transport, sustainable transport, modal shift, all of those great things. How can we make our city centre more accessible and deal with the problems that we've got around, particularly around air quality in this area? This section here, this is ex-Tricorn Centre, and we've signed heads of terms with Delancey to look at a joint venture for how to develop this area. So that's sort of the section 2. We are looking at meanwhile use in that, and we're hoping that that will be up and running before the end of the year. So we should start to see changes to our high street as soon as that, which is terrific. Sticking on the high street theme as well, this is a commercial road up here. We have just been lucky enough to be shortlisted for not one but 2 high street fund allocations. So we have £150,000 for each of Commercial Road and Fratton High Street, and to bid for improvements, and the prize at the end is up to 25 million per high street. So the fact that we've got 2 to this stage, we're really, really proud of ourselves. Dunsbury Park has been mentioned, really. This is, we operate it as landlord. We've got some key businesses that are already located here, and we build out buildings either in spec and get people to rent it in, or bespoke for individual use. It's been a really massive success and won a whole bunch of awards. I particularly like this slide here because it talks about how well connected we are. So Portsmouth is here, Dunsbury's up in Havant, and then this shows you, looking at the A3 up to the M25, how easily we connect with Heathrow, Gatwick, London, and then back down the M3 to Southampton Airport, and then you just need to look around to see the connections that we've got by water across to Isle of Wight, Channel Islands, France, Spain, and beyond. So Portsmouth is just super well connected, which is useful. South Sea Coastal Scheme, we've got, oh sorry, I forgot to mention, Dunsbury's up over there if you've got any questions, if you're looking for space, if you want to ask any questions. And Kevin, please wave. Kevin is the chap to speak to about that. South Sea Coastal Scheme, we've got Guy and Robert at the back there. This started as a engineering solution with a grant from Environment Agency. This one down here that's showcased here is around about £100 million. What's awesome about this is the consultation went out in line with the planning authority doing their SPD on the waterfront. And we'll touch on this again and again, but inclusive living and how to make sure that this waterfront is accessible to everyone, regardless of their mobility. So taking an engineering solution, turning it into public realm and true use public realm is fantastic. What it also does by going hand in glove with the planning authority is it opens up some areas that are suitable for regeneration in the future. So again, anyone's got any ideas, anyone wants to come and talk to us, then please do. Start with Guy, come and talk to me. Tristan's sitting over there, come and let us know. Right, housing development. So this is Ivy Close that's going around in there. That was delivered last year, and is HRA only. We have just sort of relaunched our housing company, Ravelin, again. There it is. What we're hoping to be able to do there is offer more affordable units according to the MPPF. So looking at things like shared equity and rent to buy, things like that, key worker homes, but also being able to mix it with private homes and start really creating mixed and balanced communities. The last thing I was going to talk about, actually, if you look out of this window, and if you can't see it now, apologies, you'll see it in a bit later. There are two buildings, very, very similar to each other, but one looks a bit green and one looks a bit blue. Those towers, they're over in Somerstown. So post-Grenfell, the cladding was deemed to be risky and the cladding was removed. Just before the cladding was new cladding was about to be put on the building, someone decided to blast test them and found out actually that the concrete wasn't strong enough. The housing team just did an absolutely incredible job and managed to rehome 272 units in under a year. So those blocks are currently empty. And Strategic Developments has just gone out and done an incredible consultation with all the residents about what they would like to see there. So not just the residents of the block, but the surrounding areas. It's been a door-knocking exercise, so instead of just the council dropping off a letter, we've engaged with people. So again, we've been doing things really differently there. And the feedback we've had is incredible. And most people are really keen to see more happening there, which is terrific news. So again, if estates regeneration and residential is your thing, come and talk to us, because we're open to ideas about what happens next. Hopefully you understand that we are truly doing things differently. We're redefining how local authority can work, and we're really excited about making sure that our offering is innovative and exciting, but we can't do that without you. So the reason you're really here is to hear particularly about Tipner West. So I shall hand over to Megan, who's the project manager, to tell you more. Thank you very much for listening.